Act as the elected representatives you are, and look towards how you can honor the will of the people rather than try to sneak and bulldoze your policies through despite them. Thank you.
Another big story we're following tonight, a contentious Hillsboro City Council work session, as dozens showed up to blast city leadership over the area's data center industry, which they say the city is catering to with tax breaks and land grabs. The work session was meant to consider pausing new data center construction in Hillsboro. Instead, councilors got more than 90 minutes of comments like this from residents.
Do the right thing. We elected you to represent us, but it's sounding and feeling like you're bought. Step up. All of you, step up and do the right thing. Do what you were elected to do.
Libertarians, Republicans, Democrats, Greens, Independents, and undeclared voters that I have talked to, they all have issues with the data centers.
I've seen you leaning more and more towards businesses, industry, instead of the people here in Hillsboro.
So I just don't understand why we go, no, data centers are great, and let's give them 50-year tax rebates in a program that doesn't really look like it's supposed to be used that way.
They're laughing at us. Data centers that are here in Hillsboro are laughing at us. I've heard it directly from people inside these companies. They think this is funny. They're having fun taking our money. It has to stop, okay?
The fury from the public comes after a surge of development proposals by data center companies trying to qualify for tax breaks before a new state deadline. A new law bans new tax breaks for data centers for 1 year, starting this coming Saturday. But recently, the city said they received 17 applications for the so-called enterprise zone tax exemptions. And according to a video the city posted to YouTube in early May, they must approve those tax breaks if the companies meet state requirements.
But please know, as those applications come in for enterprise zones, which is a form of tax abatement, that we have to approve them if those developers meet those requirements.
Now, according to reporting by the Oregonian, the data center industry is getting $84 million in Hillsboro tax breaks this year. And the claim from the mayor that they must approve the applications does not sit well with residents.
The claim that these developments are legal and just not up to you is a mentality that does not lend itself to a thriving society. I would ask you, can you do more? What can you do for us?
The Oregonian also reports the data centers that are up and running and those under construction take up nearly 500 acres of industrial Hillsboro land. Residents also had a lot to say about water use, which is often talked about with data centers. But the city says water consumption really isn't an issue for data centers, which used less than 2% of the total amount of water used there in 2025. That's represented by that thin green line there on the graph. The city countered that a now defunct company that used to produce solar power panels in Hillsboro used more water a year on average than all of the data centers combined last year. But while water may not be as much of an issue here, electricity certainly is. The Oregonian reports numbers from PGE that show a 500% increase in data center load or power consumption from the spring of 2020 to the spring of 2025. No decisions were made by Hillsboro City Council last night, but they did call a special meeting to resume the data center discussion. And that is set for Tuesday of next week. We will be watching.